Before I start, please join me tonight during the Asia markets between 8 and 10. I'm hosting the My Fund the Futures Asia session, so be there. You go to My Fund the Futures YouTube or SK Trading YouTube. Please be there. It's great time. 2 full hours. We cover 5 assets: NASDAQ futures, S&P futures, oil, gold, and silver. So I hope to see you there. Also, if anyone would like to contact me or reach out for a 5-day free trial, please text me your full name and email to my cell phone number 914-500-7484. While I have this moment, please, I'm begging you, do not accept any DM messages on Discord. It's not me. People are getting scammed, and I just want to put a warning out. I give out my cell phone number for a reason, so please, if you have any questions or anything, that is my personal cell phone number I give out, 914-500-7484. Please do not get taken or anything of that nature. I just don't want to see anybody hurt. Okay, so today we saw the markets pushing up here. I'm just going to get it short here. We saw the big push up today on the indexes. The NASDAQ futures pushed up to 30,809. AMD, I couldn't say the word short fast enough on stocks like AMD. We had Apple, we had Micron, we had so many great names that these all the Broadcom at one point, 495, spiders, the Qs. If you look here, you can see how the sell divergences right on the opening, using the bigger time frames, really were unbelievable here. You can see here we opened here at 758.14, push up to 758.80, and then look at the next bar. Wow, unbelievable, 30 handle drop. On that push up, the NASDAQ futures here, I'll show it to you. The NASDAQ futures pushed up right here to 30,807. I thought it was 809. You can see here, even on the 30-minute time frame, you're pushing up the price into the negative MACD. This is a game changer. I was saying short everything. When you see a pattern like that, and then you see AMD making new highs. AMD dropped $20. SanDisk dropped 40. 50. Micron dropped 20. These are monster subs. So when I come in the morning and I see the MACDs the way they are, right, I always look at the bigger time frames, whether it's the underlying ETF and or the continuous contract. This was a monster pattern here. And then I'm going to show you this other great bear flag right here. After we got this pencil down, the NASDAQ pushed up to 30,722, I believe, or 739. Never looked back. What a drop here of about 230 points. Again, so when we see patterns like that, Broadcom was negative like that. We had the likes of the spiders, the Qs, the NASDAQ futures, and then something interesting happened today. For the first time in a long time, we had a big sell reversal here on the 60-minute time frame. So the 60-minute time frames reversed to sell on the spiders, on the diamonds, and on the Qs. I'm sorry, the spiders, diamonds, and the Russell. So when you get that type of pattern like that, right, then what do you look to do? You short. Well, you had some really great push-ups here on the 15-minute time frame. On the sell disconnect right here, you had the big sell disconnect pattern right here. And then when the 60 reversed to sell, well, what do? Right, this is the first bounce on the 60. Right after, well, that was here it is. This is it right here. Sorry, that was the day before. You get the 60 reversing to sell. I apologize. It correlates, but this push up here, and this is exactly what I showed you on the NASDAQ on the 30-minute time frame. This got kabooshed, and then when the 15s got overbought with the 30s. Look at this monster bear flag, 756. You can see the drop here. Well, after hours, Broadcom really didn't do well, trading around 415, 416. Broadcom was trading 495 earlier and got absolutely kabooshed. But you can see here, this is a beautiful pattern. So the Russell, everything lined up beautifully here. You can see here. look at this here. The 60s reverse to sell, negative MACDs, beautiful bear flag right here again above 288. You can see the drop, but the spiders really told the story. Look at the diamonds here, the Dow, beautiful pattern. Look at this here, sell signal here at 11:30. Correlating with the 30-minute and the 15. And then what do you look to do? You short the bounce here. Look at this beautiful short. 509.87. The Dow dropped 180 points. Again, using the 15-minute time frame for entries and exits. So really great pattern there. Wanted to show you that, again, everything went into sequence here mode. Also, NVIDIA, very weak here today. NVIDIA reversing to sell on the 60-minute time frame at 10:30 this morning. What do you look to do? Look at this beautiful, beautiful bear flag at noon, 217.55. Got absolutely kabooshed there, about almost $2.50, $3. So again, when you see these 60-minute time frames reverse to sell, you really want to take advantage of the next point, which is look to short the first bounce on the 5 and then look to short the next bounce on the 15. So obviously today, when the spiders reverse to sell, the Russell reversed to sell, and the diamonds reversed to sell, all on the 60-minute time frame. It was just a matter of time before the Qs reversed to sell, and that's what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'll show that to you in a minute. But really great patterns there. I want to show you one more pattern here, SNDK, SanDisk. Really went parabolic here today. When the 15-minute time frame reversed to buy, it correlated with its 30 and 60-minute time frame. Okay, and then you can see the ADXs are rising here on the 15. And then what do you look to do? This is a beautiful double blue buy signal. You can see here the 15. This is a beautiful buy here. This is when the 15 reversed to buy, and I'll put it right here. You can see the pattern here. Here's the 15-minute time frame reversing to buy at 10:30. This is the pullback right here at 11 o'clock on the 3-minute, and then this is the first pullback on the 5 after the 15 reversed to buy, correlating with its 30 and 60-minute time frame, putting into a full-blown correlation. Look what happened here. Up, up, and away. Here we go. Look at this. Under 775, and you can see the move up here of about $30. So again, very, very strong patterns today. And again, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of what we do here. Bitcoin, very, very weak here today. 60-minute time frames reversed to sell. Bitcoin just dropped 1,000 points. I'll just show this one last one to you really quickly here. You can see how the way I built the strategy here. You can see here's the 15 negative. This is a beautiful short right here on the sell disconnect because the 30s were negative here. You can see the 30s were still negative right here. And this is the pattern right here, 65,000. You can see 700. But then now with the 60-minute reverses to sell, right here at around the this was well at the end of the day. And then what do you look to do? You short the next bounce here, putting into a negative trend. You short the next bounce here, 65,766. You're in a negative trend, and you can see the drop here of about, wow, that's not bad, 1,500 points. So that was the pattern I wanted to show you. Again, just trying to show you how the methodology gives me the ability to see what is next and how to act. And that's exactly what I teach during the day using my methodology. Okay? All right. When I get back, I'll tell you what I expect for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, looks like we're going to get big sell reversals here. QQQ 740.82. They're trading below that on the 30-minute. Any close below that 740.82 would signal a sell reversal on the 30-minute time frame. On the 60-minute, QQQ 786.61. Big number for the 60s. Remember, we're in a negative trend right now on the Russell, the spiders, and the diamonds on the 15, 30, and 60. And guess what? We'll see if we can get a push down, see if we get some type of rally that gets short, and then we'll see if we can get some type of a bounce to get short off the 15, the 30, or the 60-minute time frame. I think the season is done with earnings now after Broadcom. I am looking for a pretty decent pullback. Remember, we got that pullback on May 19th on the daily, the oversold condition that pushed them up to new highs. Now I think it's time the next 8 to 10 weeks within that time period to get a nice decent pullback on the weekly to work off that oversold condition. And I think that's where we're headed to go. Okay, get a pullback, get long, between now and September, get this out of the way, and then get a push up into the fourth quarter, roughly the north of 8,000 by the end of the year. Okay. All right. When I get back, I want to share some real good insight in the art of using a DOM versus trading on a chart. A lot of people who have come to me have said, Steve, I've been executing on a chart. And I'm like, I can't tell you what to do. Kudos, do what you want. But for me, I think the most important thing is if you learn to use the DOM and to be able to, whether you're trading your own money or trading a prop account, if you're trading TradeStation in a fast market, the DOM stays stagnant. They have the licensing technology from TT, where most other firms don't have that. But also, if you see like a Trade Evade or a Ninja or anyone else, you can see sometimes you have to, in the fast market on a fast drop up and or down, or a big pop, you have to scroll very fast. But executing on a chart, to me, you get your average price on the DOM. I think there's a way to do it on the ladder, on the chart. But I think trading on a DOM, look, for me, I think it's easy. You go click, click, click. You set your contracts to one. When you go, if you want to, short them, you go click, click, click 3 times on a certain price. Click, click, click again. Boom. Order filled. Order filled. You see your average price. Now remember, what they do is first in, first out. So if you're short 6 contracts or 8 contracts, always remember your average price, because as it's dropping and you're covering, it's adjusting your average price. So try to always keep focus on your average price. So let's say, for example, you sold one contract at 35 and you sold 2 contract, you say you sold one more at 37, your average price is 36, and let's say you cover one at 35, it's going to adjust your P&L. So always take note of whatever contracts you traded, what your P&L is. I mean, not your P&L, what your average price is, and then always keep that number written down somewhere, because as it's dropping and you're covering, the average price will keep moving, and just keep your average price on a piece of paper, and then know that that's the true average price. Okay, so a DOM to me really makes a lot of difference. I'm teaching a lot of new people how to use it. It's really opening eyes to people, and that's what I think can really help your trading. Okay, all right, thank you for joining me tonight on The Bull, the Bear, and the Ugly. Please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a comment. If you'd like to join my community of traders from all around the world, please go to my website, sktrading.live. My package is $99 a month. It's $4.50 a day. You get the live stream, chart overlay, and my member Discord chat. Also, if you'd like to follow me on social media, please follow me on official Stephen Kalayjian on X, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I'll be hosting the Asia session for Mind from the Futures tonight from 8 to 10 every Monday through Thursday. Also, my live stream every day on Discord is 8:30 to 4. With that being said, I'd like to say thank you for all of you for being here. I'm a long day. Broadcom's going to carry the market down tomorrow. The earnings were not good. Stocks trading 413, 414, was trading 480, 490 before the earnings came out. So we'll see maybe a little bit of a caboose tomorrow. Thank you for joining me tonight. Again, if anybody would like a 5-day free trial, please text me your cell phone. Please text me to my cell phone number, 914-500-7484. Please leave your full name and email, and I will send it. It goes out every Monday. God bless you. God bless our troops. And most of all, God bless the United States of America. Good night, everybody.